Human eye and colorful world. Yesterday what we did, we studied about yesterday we studied about the dispersion of the white light. So what do you mean by dispersion of the white light? Dispersion of the white light means white light splits into its constituent 7 colors. So that we call it as dispersion of light. Okay, dispersion of the white light means dispersion of the white light means the color will split. White color will split into its 7 constituent colors. That we call it as dispersion of the light. Why this happens? See, we see that in a prism, we see the dispersion of the white light. What is the reason for that? In air or vacuum, the velocity of all the wavelengths are the same. That is, white light has different 7 colors. All these 7 colors will have different wavelength, where red is having the maximum wavelength and the violet is having the least wavelength. Okay, so wavelength keeps on reducing from red. Okay, so what happens if the wavelength is more, then the velocity of light, okay, is also more. But in air or vacuum, the velocity of light of all these wavelengths are same only. But in any other medium, it will differ. So when light passes through a prism, what happens when light passes through the prism? There is a refraction. That is, light is moving from air. Okay, it is moving from air to glass, from glass to air. So there is a refraction. There, different wavelengths light travel in different velocities. Okay, so red light, which is having more velocity, the deviation of the red light is least, and the deviation of the violet light is most. So since each wavelength light deviate in or bend in different angles, or deviation is different for different light rays, that is a different wavelength light, we can see the dispersion of light. We can see the dispersion of light. Okay. And then we studied about recombination of white light. What is recombination of white light?
So the light passes through the first one, it gets different to its 7 colors, and then all the 7 colors go to the second prism, they get back into the white light.
So, recombination of the white light. When one prism you are keeping it erect, the other one in the opposite direction. So, what happens there? When first white light passes through a prism, it split into 7 constituent colors. Then that is passed into the inverted prisms. They recombine to form the white color. So, this experiment was done by Isaac Newton. So from this experiment, he was able to tell that the white light, the sunlight which is white in color, has 7 colors. That is a combination of.
We put all 7 colors, rotate it. Later, scientists develop that thing. You keep 2 prisms like that. Nothing is it.
Okay. All you only do. Okay. We studied this, right? Next, about the rainbow. Write down this rainbow. A rainbow. A rainbow. A rainbow is a rainbow is a natural spectrum. Write down this is a natural spectrum. What is that? Write down your word. Do your work. Appearing in the sky. Appearing in the sky. Okay, appear in the sky after a rain shower. What you doing? You want to go up? Now is it required? If you people talk, I'll not do. That portion I'll leave it. You can do on your own. Otherwise, be quiet. Lakshit, you want to go out? You can go out. Rainbow is a natural spectrum appearing in the sky after a rain shower. It is caused by dispersion of light, by tiny water droplets. A rainbow, write down this. This is important. A rainbow is always formed in a direction opposite to that of the sun. They refract, write down this, they refract, disperse the incident sunlight, then reflect it internally and finally refract it again. You write, I'll explain again. When it comes out of the drawing, I'll explain right. I will explain first. You write, man. Don't worry. They disperse the incident sunlight, then reflect it internally, and finally refract it again when it comes out of drop. When it comes out of the raindrop. This portion, it is important. Twice, yeah. It happens twice. You write down and explain. First, you write down and explain. Fast. Everything will happen. You write down when I explain. Two times refraction, one time in total internal refraction. So because of refraction, there is a dispersion of light. Like that.
1
minute, we'll do this, then you will understand. Then if you have doubts, we can clarify. Done.
Ma'am, can you give marks for the step mark? You'll give marks for step mark.
Then this one. Let's start. Kishan, we are doing the class. Then written, you're writing, Netra? So rainbow, first thing, it is a natural spectrum. Spectrum means what? It is a band of frequencies actually, so that each one will have different wavelengths here. So band of colors, what we get, that they call it a spectrum also. Okay, which appears in the sky. Why it happens? Because of the tiny droplets. Okay, that is whenever the rain is there it is sunny also, we see the rainbow. That is when sunlight passes through these water droplets, then we can see this dispersion of the light, that is the rainbow. Okay, in this case, what happens? First, there is a refraction. Because of refraction only, we can see the dispersion of the incident light. Correct? No, splitting of light we can see because of the refraction. So first there is a refraction, then there is a total internal reflection, then again we have the refraction. So first time refraction, it is due to light going from air to water droplet. Refraction is there because of light going from air to water droplet. Inside the water droplet there is total internal reflection. Okay, after that again there will be a refraction when light comes out from the water droplet, that is from water to air. Correct? Okay, from water to air. So there again there is a refraction. Again I repeat, see in the rainbow it is a natural spectrum, that is a different band of colors what we see. Okay, that we see in the sky. When it happens, whenever there is a rain and the sunlight too. So when sunlight is passed through the water droplets, we can see the this natural spectrum, that is the rainbow. So what is the phenomenon happening in the water droplet? When light goes from air to water droplet, there is a refraction of light. Why refraction of light? Because it is traveling from one medium to the other medium. When it is, there is a refraction there and we see the dispersion of the incident light, because different wavelengths light, whenever it is traveling other than air or vacuum, they have different velocities, and we can see that dispersion of light, bending of light is different for different colors. Hence, we can see that dispersion. Okay. Now, this light, there is the total internal reflection. There will be total internal reflection. Why? Total internal reflection happens. Why total internal reflection happens? See, whenever the incident ray, okay, whenever the incident ray has the incidence angle less than the critical angle, there is some angle called critical angle. If that less than the critical angle, then what happens? There is total internal reflection. That means light will not go out of the water droplet. It will have the reflection inside the water droplet itself. Okay. See, when
Yeah, that was not my doubt. If it is the same medium, exactly means water and water.
okay, this is done, right? See, this is a water droplet. Okay. So this is a water droplet. So this is a sunlight. No, one minute.
I'll teach you.
So first light is going from air to water. So there is a refraction there. We can see whenever there is a refraction, we can see the dispersion of light. Correct? No? So now light has to go directly outside, no? Like this. In a prism, it goes out, right? It comes like this. It bends. It should come out. Here also it should come out, right? It will not come out here. But again, there will be reflection. That is why, because of total internal reflection. This, wait 1 second. See, when light here, see, incident angle here will be there. One normal line will be there. There is some incident angle, no? The incident angle, if it is less than the critical angle, some angle called critical angle, it depends on the water droplet, everything. Okay, what is the refractive index of water? Everything depends on all those conditions. We'll have, for that particular conditions, we'll have some critical angle. Okay, it will be like in prisms, some prisms it may be 40 degree also, less than that also. Here also it will be very less. That's why always we see the total internal reflection. Okay, so this, if the angle of incidence is less than critical angle, then what happens? Instead of going out, it will, internal reflection will happen and it will come here.
Also, it will reflect.
Then it comes out right here. Here again there is refraction.
Now, why can't we build a prism that does?
You can. then all those conditions should be satisfied. That is, so many conditions will be there. Even in the optical fiber. See, that angle, everything, it should be like that. Ah, what is your doubt now? What's rainbow is formed. Okay. Yeah, we can. It comes out right. It comes out right. Yeah, rainbow is formed. Yes, here it is red. This is violet. It here also. Opposite side because of total alignment. Because of total internal reflection only it happens. So where sun is there, opposite only it will come. No, opposite only it will come. Here only is the rainbow formation. Sun is this side. Light is coming here, no? This sun is the opposite direction only light will come, no? Here it is Lakshit, explain me about one's rain.
It's kind of partially to total. Partially to total, partially. I gain my own experience. Make your own theories. You will understand better than anything.
So tell me about the phenomena of rainfall or fast fever. Some of the same set is not there. Those conditions will be the same. Not only writing opposite and you're asking me what I do. I'm sorry. What is that? Tell me, Bobby, Stop talking. There will be 2 times diffraction. One time he has after the class you explain, not in
Here we will end the today's class. Do not forget to subscribe the channel. If the content of this channel is useful, please like the video and share with your friends. Thank you.